Hello guys and welcome to this new video on PTE's prediction file practice, and this file is from alphapd.com, and it is basically a collection of some of the most important and frequently occurred questions in the PTE exams. So in particular we'll be dealing with answer short question type of questions in this video, and talking a little bit more about this particular type of question, which is also called in short as ASQ. It is from the speaking and writing category, and you can expect around 5 to 6 of these questions in your actual exam. So there's no preparation time, and you have around 10 seconds to answer each question. Talking about the marks contribution or score contribution, these are not very heavy sections, but it does give you a fair deal of weightage in your PT score. 5% in speaking and 4% in listening, which is around a tentative 9 to 10 marks in total. So you can expect around 5 to 6 of these questions, and it is very important for you to practice a lot of these questions, because it's unlike other questions, you do not know the answer to a lot of these. So unless you practice them, or unless you know them from some previous experiences, you might not be able to answer these type of questions. Now, today I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on these. So to listen to this video carefully and watch it till the end. So let's look at this one number question, which is in which of the following activities do you spend a longer time? Eating, drinking, or speaking? Now, this is one very important type of question because, guys, the question itself has options: eating, drinking, or sleeping. Now, the answer might be sleeping, but I suggest if you're confused, you can speak out all these three options right away, like eating, drinking, and speaking, or eating, drinking, speaking. The AI checks for the right content that you speak out, and it gives you a full marks if you make the right answer, and it does not give you any marks if you do not speak out any right answer. So you can speak as many answers as you want or you can, and fortunately the options are already there in the question, so you just speak out those options, and one of those options will definitely be right, and you'll get a score for it. Now, unfortunately, in this particular type of question, if you do not know the exact answer to this, you'll not get a score. So there are two things that you need to focus on answer short questions. One is to be clever enough to identify that the options are already there in the question, and speak out all those options in case you do not know the answer or you are not sure of it, so that you'll get a score. And the next thing you need to be careful about is there will be questions without the privilege of the options already there in the question. So for those kinds of question, you have no other option than to practice a lot. Now, one thing you can do if you do not know the answer to any question is simply say I don't know, or sorry, I do not know the answer to this question. Just speak out something rather than speaking nothing. Now let's look at question number 3. What is the water flowing steeply down a cliff called? Now you might not know this answer, so you can simply say sorry, I don't know, or you might repeat a few parts of the question, like water flowing down down a cliff called so water, or something like that. So the answer is waterfall. So it is important for you to go through all these questions. There is a collection of around 100, and it's more than 200, so a total of 209 questions. You can expect a few of your questions to come from this collection, so do go through all of them. It will not take a lot of time. You will definitely complete this entire 209 questions in around 15 to 20 minutes at most. So another question, let's look at another question. What is the time between sunrise and sunset called? Daytime. Or you can, if you are confused, you can test your luck by speaking out some of the keywords from the question itself, such as sunrise, sunset. Or if you are not sure, just speak something out like I do not know. What is the measure? What do you measure in Celsius? You'll measure temperature. At the same time, okay, so let's look at the question number one type of questions. Like, for example, hmm, yeah, this one. Question number 19. Look at this particular question, guys. So, how are you supposed to deal with these kinds of questions? So, like I mentioned before, these are questions with options already there in the question itself. So, if a fragile item is not handled carefully, it will get mended or damaged. So, you should be clever enough to identify these are the options and you can speak both of them out. You can say mended, damaged. And the AI will definitely detect the damaged part of your answer and give you a score for it, even if you mention mended as well. So be clever enough to use that trick in case you get questions like those. But in case you do not, then there's no other option than doing a lot of practices. This is kind of like a memory based question, so it'll definitely take a lot of your time, but at the same time it is not very important category of question. It comes into like a moderate weightage type of question. So the most important ones are read aloud, repeat sentences, write from dictation, describe images, read aloud are sorry read a lecture are some moderate weightage questions. At the same time, answer short question is also a moderate level question. It's okay if you make a few mistakes, but try to answer these correctly in order to get some extra score in the speaking and listening category. Okay, let's try out some answer short questions from AP Uni website.
How many days does it take for a full moon to occur?
10 days, 11 days, 15 days, 13 days, 16 days, 14 days. Okay, so I was clever enough to mention different days over there. I'll submit it. And yes, do mind one thing, speak only after the recording starts. And you may repeat your answers more than once. I do not think it will give you any penalty for 10 days, 11 days, 10 days, 11 days, 15 days, 13 days, 16 days. What is the right answer? Inaccurate pronunciation could also result in blah blah. What is what is the right answer? 30 days? Okay, so how many days does it take for a full moon to occur? Oh, it takes 30 days. I did not know. Anyways, if I had mentioned a 30 over there, I would definitely had gotten a score. Let's do this once again. Sorry, let's do this once again.
How many days does it take for a full moon to occur?
10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days. Okay, so I mentioned 10, 20, 30, and 40. Um, yeah, and I get a score 10 for it, days, 20 right? days. So you're only scored for your content, you're not scored for your fluency, pronunciation. So you can take as long pauses as you like, but you should, answer within the 10 seconds of the recording. So do mind that, but you can speak as many words or answers as you want. So in case you're confused, but you are, confused between a number of options, then speak out all those options. Easy as that. Let's look at this other question.
What do you use in a nonverbal communication with expressions to convey a message effectively?
Gestures, hand signs, symbols, smile, whatever. Sign language, okay. So yes, so any questions can come, guys. So it's important for you to do a lot of practice. You can practice the first 200, 300 questions from this prediction file. You can also practice from EP Uni, Alpha PT, or any other website. I definitely did not get a score on this because I was not right, obviously. Gestures, right? Gesture, but do speak something rather than leaving it empty.
What do we call the behavior of not buying products from an exact company as a way of protesting?
Boycott. I don't know anything else. I don't know anything else. Okay, so the answer is boycott. So good. I did get a good score. I did score one. Boycott. See, boycott. Yeah, so like I said before, you might get lucky in this particular type of question if the options are already included in the question itself. In that case, you can speak out all those options if you're confused, or speak the right answer if you're sure of it. And sorry, and the next case is definitely like you do not get the options in the question itself. So if you know the answer, speak it out. If you do not know the answer, just try your luck with a number of options or guesses. Or even if you don't even have those guesses, speak at least something such as I don't know or anything. Okay. Okay, so I hope this video was useful for you guys. And to check out our other videos of retail lecture, repeat sentences, describe images, and do hit the like and subscribe button if you are finding these videos helpful. Thank you.